So this is an idea, beginning of an idea. There's probably a fair number of people like me here that like to cycle. So in my area, there's a lot of good bike trails in Irvine. And if you go through a lot of areas of Irvine, the bike trail system has great networking throughout the city, great connectivity throughout the city. And it'll pass through park areas, and it'll also pass through commercial apartment areas, and that, interface has been very, very successfully done there. So what we have here is an area by the Soft Bottom Creek. This is approximately 15 feet wide. It's not set in stone. We're trying to make it work with the depth of the buildings, the required parking, the landscaping that's going to be required, the width of the sidewalks is going to be required. There's a lot of variables. Add that to the existing top of the slope, and you have a 30-foot wide landscape area with the multi-use bike path, benches, landscaping, a lot of trees, a very, very nice interface, not unlike a lot of the pictures we saw yesterday for the area. So we're not able to address whether the Army Corps of Engineers will let someone terrace it or rock it or make it meander. That's all sort of outside of our expertise. But as far as our property goes, we believe that the 30-foot interface is going to be extremely nice, much better than any of the bike path segments currently existing. Probably not what Derek has done, but any of the existing segments of in the city now. So that's a connectivity that's very important to the south. Also, this area at the bottom, whoops, how's it backwards? Okay. This area here, it's an amorphous size. It could be half an acre, it could be an acre. But we plan that area for detention of the water from the parking lot of the center into that area. We talked yesterday about bioswales and biological solutions to some of these issues. This is going to be a huge enhancement to what we already have, which is already very good. But as we started talking yesterday, we thought, okay, it's kind of sounded like people would like more than just a bike path. Is there a way to work collaboratively on this area to make it more landscaped? Maybe it has more of a recreational function. Maybe it has more of a water quality function. That's kind of up to a bigger group of people to put their input in. But we think that can be a very, very nice area added in also. I'm going back to this plan for a minute. Okay, so right here, okay, when you went out to see 24-Hour Fitness and the deck that was already constructed across the creek, that's a barrel channel underneath, it's concrete underneath, and then you enter into the soft bottom, earthen bottom portion of the creek. That piece I pointed out isn't concrete, it's not part of the structure, and it's on basically dirt. It just happened to be paved previously for the auto mall. So we're working with MRC and Barbara and her group, and have been for 9 months, and some other priorities came up ahead of us, and we're kind of got shuffled back to the end of the line a little bit. But that property is over an acre there. And so the idea is to take the south piece, nice bicycle path connectivity, take the middle piece and make it a very nice park, hopefully outdoor classrooms. There's many, many ways that park could be redesigned. Take the north piece, which is the piece Barbara talked about, by Home Depot. And then we've also reserved an easement area adjacent to Home Depot that's about 20 feet wide. So at least as our property is concerned, there's 100% connectivity all the way through the property with the bike path and the linear trail and those other amenities. The issues that everyone has to face that are going to be somewhat challenging, least of which, but is still a challenge, is you're going to have a 100-foot segment to connect the bike path to Greenleaf through the Southern California Edison easement, which is now nursery. Shouldn't be a big deal, but it has to be done. But the south portion to connect LA River is going to be very, very tough. You've got a railroad bridge there. You've got the Alameda Bridge there. You've got a number of physical obstacles, and depending on the design, it could be quite expensive to do it. I think definitely worth doing, but people need to be aware that that's going to be a multi-jurisdictional, expensive proposition. But I think we've got, as far as we're concerned, 90% of it done, except for that piece. And then you'll have a fully functioning trail throughout Compton. So it's probably best for me to, if you have questions, and I can try to respond to them later, but that's kind of the overview of our vision of it and what we're trying to do.